multi-appers. All right, the day's over, and I'm heading home. But today was a pretty fun day. I gotta tell you, it was a lot of fun. Um, it just it just started off perfectly. Um, it started off perfectly. I ended up getting a ride basically from my house to the area that I shop, which was about a 20 minute ride. And it just started the whole day off really good. Um, I was already at 45 rides for the week. So throughout the day, I did my 5 rides, and that gave me the $150 bonus. And the 5 rides, it was at like $45 because I was getting really good tips. I think I got a tip from every single one of those 5 rides. And it ended up being on Lyft. I made 195 on Instacart. I think it was 160, 169, and then on. Uh, I'm sorry, I was checking to see if I had a ride because I'm at my area. I'm heading home, and it'd be nice to get a ride going home. Um, so again, I made 195 on Lyft. I made 169 on Instacart, and then I had $53 on Uber Eats. Uber Eats was offering really good money today. Uh, there was some trash, but now today I turned down a couple good batches. Well, they weren't good. They were like, oh, it's a 53 triple for like 50 items. It looked good. The 53 looked good, but I'm not taking that. That's still only going to be about $20, $25 per hour. Um, but the whole day I made $417. So, like I told you guys, don't worry about a slow day or two during the week because you're going to get your bonuses at the end of the week. And I'll do a short video on what I made today, but it was 417. Um, and it was just a fun day. All the batches most of them were like 2 to 1, $2 per item. So I was able to get in really quick. The last one was $21. I finished the shop in 7 minutes. It was an 11-minute delivery. So like 20 minutes for $20. That's the contractual hourly rate that is beautiful. I mean, $60 an hour contractual. That's not bad. So today, $417. But I wanted to tell you guys, this is not hard to do. You just have to work. You have to be out there. And by the way, this was a 10-hour day because I didn't get started until about 8:30, um, and it's about 7:15, and I'm heading home 7:20, and I just went grocery shopping for myself. So right now, I think if I remember right from the numbers I did last night, I'm at about 1650 for the week. 1650 or near 1700. So tomorrow, if I can put up 200 or 225, which is my regular, but it's Sunday, so it's probably gonna be a little busier. Um, I might be near 1900 for the week. So, like I said, you guys can do this. It's not hard to do. You do have to have an electric car, and you have an electric car, and you have to like to do rideshare. All the rides today were really nice people. And like I said, I got tips from all of them. Um, Lyft sent me an email last week that said I was in the top 20 most tipped drivers, which surprised me. I mean, to be in the top 20 most tipped drivers, in LA is pretty good. I didn't realize I was getting that many tips, but today everybody tipped. And I'm talking after the delivery. I mean after the drop off. So uh, anyway, multi-apping was fun today. I had DoorDash on all day. Not one order from DoorTrash. It's just DoorTrash is not coming through unless you dedicate yourself to that app. You know, I've found out just through multi-apping that DoorDash makes it really hard for you to work on other apps because of their acceptance rate, and just no orders were coming through on that app. You know, a couple times I accidentally left it on when I went to do a batch. When I got out, it still didn't hit any ride if it wasn't going so far past my house. But not a bad day. $417 for the day, and like I said, it was 169 on Instacart, 195 on Lyft. Pretty sure it's 169 somewhere in there, and then 53 on Uber Eats. Uber Eats, if you do that app right, it's always going to be about $50 per hour contractual. Now, I don't know about if you do that in the city. Now, I get a lot of tips doing Uber Eats because when I get to the house, I want to see the person. I want to hand them the food. I don't want to just take a picture and run away. I want to hand them the food. I always get extra stuff: straws, napkins, utensils, and I try to put it in a little separate bag if I can get one. Sometimes you can't get one. Um, but you bring that stuff to them. You know, it's a good idea maybe to keep some bags in your car, and you just go the extra mile. Make the people feel like you work for them. Don't make them feel like, oh man, it's just a delivery person dropping the food. You know, and smile, act like you're enjoying the job. I'm telling you, that's how you get tips in this business. It's not hard to get tips. Rideshare is the easiest to get tips. Food delivery, you get tips, but you have to do it properly. You have to bag the stuff yourself and go the extra mile. Lots of communication. Um, but I mean, you guys still make good money doing this. You just have to take a little pride in what you're doing. And I mean, I saw some Instacarters today that I couldn't believe it. I mean, wearing sweats, just looking slovenly, whatever it is, just looking dirty, you know, and wearing Crocs. It's just a shame, man. It's like don't take any pride in it. The customer can see that, and they're not going to tip you. That's just the way it is. But if you take pride in it, you call them by their name. That's another thing. By the way, somebody had mentioned on the last live that doing Instacart batches with two people makes it go faster. And let me tell you something about that. For one thing, it goes against Instacart policy to have two people doing a batch. But whatever, you know, I don't know how they're going to police that. You know, you can go ahead and do it. But the thing is let's say you get a $50 batch. You're both on it. You're not making any money. You're making $25 a piece. What good is that? That doesn't make any sense. To have two people on a batch. Now, if it's a huge Costco batch that you're going to require two, you know, big dolly carts, then yeah, you know. But how those don't even come around that often. I talked to a friend of mine that works Costco, and he said it's the worst that he's ever seen it in the past 3 years. He goes, the guys that are doing the big Costco batches aren't getting them anymore. And they're very few and far in between now. So I'm watching guys that used to do big batches all the time, watching them going in and doing $20 batches, but they still use the same rule of thumb. They still do, $1 or more per item. You know, not many of the pros are swiping at anything less than a buck per item. But now it kind of really depends on how quickly you can shop. So that's why I told you guys a long time ago, get an area. It's going to be your diamond mine, your gold mine. You know those stores as good as the employees do. Because now the game has changed and you need to shop fast, not run through the store. I'm talking about being efficient. Efficiency is speed, not running through the store. That's not efficiency. Um, just you need to know the stores that you shop in and stay strict to the rules. Okay, so rides coming in for Lyft, but I've already hit the bonus. So let me see some of these comments here. Let's see. Mark, my day was good. I made 417. Any advice for gambling addicts that can't stop themselves? Uh, Addiction, I'm an addict. I have an addiction to anything. Is get away from the people that you're doing it with. And if you're doing it by yourself, don't buy it. Stay at home. Put your mind on something else. I know it's hard. And the older you get, it gets harder. So be careful with addiction. Be careful with starting new things like vaping or cigarettes or alcohol. Those things are vicious, man, and they're highly addictive. Like he cooks up a fire at a pot of chili. Yeah. What's my favorite color? My favorite color? What do you think? It's green. Favorite food? Sushi. Crash for 100. I don't know what that means. You got to explain what that means. But anyway, guys, you guys could still make good money doing multi-apping. It's not hard. It's just DoorDash. If you guys know a way to make good money on DoorDash, let me know. I don't know how to do it. I mean, I had that app on all day, and not one order came through. And that's after it said busy, that the area was busy. I mean, it's a busy area, and no orders are coming through. And I'm not going to sit in front of those little busy hot spots. I do enough of that with Instacart. Anyway, sorry to keep going off the drive, but I got rides coming in. I'm trying to get one going home. Unfortunately, I'm almost home. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, I'll leave this open for a couple more minutes till I get home, and you can ask me, what I do to make 1750 per week, because that's my goal. This week's gonna be a little bit more, even though I had 2 slow days. I had the Monday was like a 180, and then another day I had like just 200. But the other days were 250, and then today was 417. Um, so if you have any questions, just ask. I'm more than willing to help anybody to try to do this. It's not hard to do. And there are guys that are still doing Instacart exclusively and still making good money. They wait for they wait they wait around for those big batches, and it doesn't happen every day. So I don't know how consistent they are, but what I'm trying to teach you guys is consistency. You know, make a financial goal every day that's attainable. Don't go out saying, "Hey, I want to make 500 a day." You're going to be disappointed. But if you put a goal of 250, that's attainable. That's reachable. You know, and if you don't know how to multi-app, just go to my channel, watch a couple videos about multi-apping. It's not hard. There's a lot of people that do it. Not many people that I see doing it do it right. Uh, but I don't know everybody, and I don't see everybody's phone. So all I'm saying is it can be done, and good luck. Good luck to everybody. Okay. You know, if you want some motivation, I'm 60 and I'm doing this. Uh, be inspired by people like look at Mike Tyson. That guy's like 55 years old and he's working out, getting in the ring with guys in their 20s. So if you're 55 or 60, you can do this. This is not heavyweight boxing, but you should be inspired by people like that. Um, I don't care about anything he says, but I'm inspired by the work ethic. Same with like George Foreman. These guys are in their 50s getting in. Well, George isn't anymore, but I mean, I think he won the heavyweight championship in his late 40s or something like that. So to to work hard in your 50s and 60s is easy if you do it smartly. And if you follow the rules, you can make the money. You have to pass up some good gigs sometimes, and you're going to miss out on some if you're, doing a $7 ride and somebody's in the car and a $35 batch comes through. You gotta let it go. It wasn't meant for you, right? So anyway, good luck to you guys. I hope you make lots of money. If you have any questions, just let me know. All right, peace.